Good morning, I'm Sarah Reed.
And I'm Ashley Majors.
Welcome to CPTV. Toby Schmidt will have your extended forecast. Nick Kujaski will bring us sports, and Hannah Wallace will provide us an inside look at Speech Club.
Here's what's going on at Crown Point High School.
CPHS administrators and teachers have spent the last 3 years investigating various daily school schedules utilized in high schools throughout the state of Indiana. Recently, much discussion between the administration and faculty has been focused on the possibility of implementing a new daily schedule for the 2013-2014 school year. CPTV's Brandon Myers has more.
There's been a lot of questions raised about the proposed modified schedule for next year. I got a chance to talk with Mr. Pettit on why he thinks we should change.
We have a culture here at CPHS of running really fast, and especially when teachers that have worked in other places come to Crown Point High School, they're amazed at the pace that we keep. And I think that's not only for teachers but also for students. To me, in going through a 7-period day, 50 minutes every period, and then with all of the co and extracurricular activities, the work schedules, it isn't uncommon for students to be here at 6 a.m. and finish their homework at 11 p.m. and then we do it all again. So I would like to see if we can come up with something that can slow the pace down.
You can see how great the proposed schedule is. Monday and Friday consisting of a traditional schedule like we have in the current 2012-2013 school year. And Tuesday through Thursday, we see the change with block scheduling consisting of 72-minute classes and a resource period on Wednesday. I also talked with Chris Reed, a CPHS junior, about how he feels towards the new schedule.
Oh, I'm feeling really good about the modified schedule. So you don't have to have 7 classes of homework a night and you just have 3 or 4, so it's looking pretty good.
English teacher Miss Landgrave tells us why she is concerned about the modified schedule.
It's definitely something I'm very unsure of at this point. This is my 16th year here, and I've only ever had a traditional schedule, so this is something that makes me uncomfortable. Not sure how I'm going to adjust. There's lots of different schedules during the course of the week, so it's something I'm pretty apprehensive about.
Clearly, there are a lot of views on this hot topic. For CPTV, I'm Brandon Myers.
Thanks, Brandon. The recommendation of a new schedule would have to pass through various steps of approval before being implemented at the start of next school year. The Performing Arts Department Holiday Concert Series opens this week with band and orchestra concerts. The band concert is tonight at 7 p.m. On Sunday, the orchestra will present 3 shows at 2, 4, and 7 p.m. All concerts will take place in the auditorium, and tickets can be purchased at the box office after school, Monday through Thursday.
The Student Council, along with the Performing Arts Department, is producing their annual talent show on Thursday, January 24th. Audition tapes are due to Miss Sadler in room C-128 no later than next Thursday, December 20th. There will be no live auditions.
You know, we tend to always have a lot of music acts, but a couple years ago we actually had 2 comedy acts. They were 2 stand-up comics. We had I think a couple years ago we also had a girl who did some martial arts, and she broke some wood planks, and that was kind of interesting. We tend to have dancers every year, but we always want unique acts.
You may submit your audition on DVD, videotape, or flash drive. Please have your submission clearly marked with your name. See Miss Sadler, Mr. Degenhart, or Miss Pugh with any questions regarding the talent show process. Student Council is also selling candy cane grams during all lunches this week. For the cost of $1 per candy gram, students can have a message and candy cane delivered to another student. All proceeds will benefit the work of Student Council.
It's already the middle of December, and we haven't seen any accumulation of snow, a rarity for Northwest Indiana. For more on this and a look at the extended weather forecast, here's Toby Schmidt.
Thanks, Ashley and Sarah. We've had only a small trace of snow heading into the winter solstice on December 21st, and it doesn't look like we'll have a threat of snow throughout the next few days. Let's take a look at the forecast. Temps will be in the mid-40s on both Thursday and Friday with partly cloudy skies. On Saturday, temps will continue to hover around the mid-40s with a 50% chance of rain shower. On Sunday, temps will drop into the upper 30s, but still no threat of snow with partly cloudy skies in the forecast. Maybe snow will come next week.
Thanks, Toby. Lead Council will be hosting their annual clothing drive on the days leading up to the holiday break. Here's CPTV's Taylor Green with more.
During the winter months, many organizations come together to give back to the community. This month, Lead Council is participating in a charity benefit with the Salvation Army that has been going on for many years.
We're going to be holding a clothing drive, I believe the week before holiday break, and you can bring in all your old clothes that you don't want anymore in garbage bags and bring them to the Wellness Center. And members of Lead Council will be there to collect the garbage bags, and we'll take them over to the Salvation Army.
We want to have the scale of donations that we had 2 years ago. Last year was a little bit less than we were expecting, and so this year we really want to come back strong.
As you see, there are many opportunities to give back to the community at Crown Point High School. Do your part. For CPTV, I'm Taylor Green.
Thanks, Taylor. CPTV's Hannah Wallace recently caught up with members of Speech Club for a little segment we like to call
Club Hub Bob.
Broadcasting, poetry, humorous, and dramatic interpretation are just a few of the many activities that occur during Speech Club. I'm here with Julia Sansoni to tell us more about it. What do you do during club?
My partner and I are part of an event called a scripted duo interpretation, and all we really do is we practice our speech, and it's about two catty girls, and they fight over a dress and a boy.
I joined Speech Club after seeing a sheet for the call-out meeting. I went in and I immediately loved it. I mean, it's a great way to celebrate the oral tradition. I'm actually in impromptu speaking, which is one of the most, people call it the most challenging, where I go in, get 30 seconds and a topic, and I got to make a speech on the spot. So it's a real tough, but I do enjoy it, and it's been fun, and it's really helped me out, especially in my language arts classes and speaking in general.
Speech Club meets every Mondays and Wednesdays right after school in room E120. If you're interested in becoming a broadcaster or a lawyer, Speech is the right club for you. For CPTV, I'm Hannah Wallace.
Thanks, Hannah. CPHS has spent the past 6 months revising online course offerings in health, American government, and economics. Those courses will be available during the upcoming spring semester for all students that haven't already completed them as a graduation requirement. Students may still sign up for an online course up until December 20th. A mandatory parent-student orientation meeting for those students taking an online course will be held on December 17th and December 20th from 6 to 7 p.m. in the LGI room. The student and a parent or guardian must attend one of the two meetings. Students who will be bringing a device to school to work on their course should bring that device to the meeting. Tomorrow, a representative from Herff Jones will be available in the cafeteria during all lunch hours for any senior that still needs to order a cap and gown for graduation. If you are planning on participating in the graduation ceremony next June, you must order a cap and gown. Announcements and other senior graduation related items can still be ordered if you are interested.
Sophomores and juniors who took the PSAT or ASVAB in October will be able to pick up their score reports in the cafeteria during lunch hours today and tomorrow.
This past weekend's Hoops Clash versus LC will no doubt be bulletin board material for the rematch in January, and the wrestling team continued to do what it's been accustomed to do for the last 5 years, beat everyone. For the latest in Bulldog sports, here's Nick Kajowski.
Thanks, guys. The Bulldogs throttled DAC foe Chesterton on Wednesday night with a score of 66-6. Josh Fuqua pinned his opponent in 1 minute and 10 seconds. Patrick McLaren, who normally wrestles at 145 pounds, stepped up for the concussed Dustin Shurg and wrestled in the 152-pound match in what turned out to be the most exciting match of the night. McLaren stole the match with a score of 3-2. The Dogs had no trouble at all handling the Trojans in their quest for another DAC title. They wrestle Carnahan this Saturday. To say that Lake Central and Crown Point have a heated rivalry would be an understatement. It doesn't matter whether it's between the football teams or the dance teams. The competitions never fail to excite. The story remained the same for the boys' basketball game at Lake Central on Friday night. With a sellout crowd, the rivalry was heated till the end. Lake Central jumped out to an early 20-10 lead. The Dogs closed the gap to 1 in second quarter, but the Indians then went on a 17-4 run to close out the game and give Lake Central the 65-44 win. Tyler Weidman, a 6'7", 245-pound Purdue recruit, led all scorers with 20 points for Lake Central. Zach Plezak led Crown Point scorers with 9 points.
What weaknesses do you guys see in the game that you need to improve on for next week?
I think that early off we didn't match their first run. We got in a little foul trouble. There's no difference between these two teams. I'm not worried about our talent. I'm not worried about anything like that. We're not worried. We know that we can play with these guys, and we just didn't match their first run. We matched the rest of their runs, and we'll get them next time. We have full confidence that we can definitely win this conference and definitely beat teams like this. And every way, shape, and form, we're not worried.
The Dogs will play this Friday at home against the Michigan City Wolves. The girls' basketball team also faced Lake Central on Friday night at home. But LC's 5'11 sophomore Lindsay Cuspel isn't a typical center, and she doomed the Bulldogs with her three-point shooting. Crown Point ultimately fell to the Indians by a score of 46-35. The Dogs kept the game within 11 by the end thanks to an 18-point fourth quarter. Abby Kovachkov led the team with 14 points. Hannah Albrecht left the game with 2:09 remaining in the first half with an ankle injury and did not return. The ladies have another tough game next week as they will be facing off against number 1 Michigan City on the road. In sports shorts this week, the girls' track and field call-up meeting is today at 3 o'clock p.m. in the LGI. See Mr. Piascovi in room D207 with any questions prior to the call-out. That's it for sports this week. Ashley, Sarah?
Thanks, Nick. That's all for CPTV for today.
For Toby Schmidt and Nick Kajowski, I'm Ashley Majors.
And I'm Sarah Reed.
Have a great week.
Take care.